Silence your cell phones now.
Welcome back to the movie experience. I am your host, Mr. A&E. Joining me is not Deion Sanders for prime time.
What's up?
So we, like I said, this is obviously the new way that I plan on doing the movie experiences, like we're doing it kind of podcast form, so we can talk a little bit more about it. And I am running a little late because I'm telling you, we are about to look at the newest movie in the MCU Phase 4, Thor: Love and Thunder. First of all, let me tell you about my journey to go see this movie. My intention was to see this movie day one it dropped, because usually with Marvel movies, it's great to see it with, the Marvel public. And I had just came back from my anniversary trip. Me and my wife went to DC, and then when I got back, I caught COVID. So that whole week I was stuck in the house. I could not go out and see anything. So then the next week I'm just like, all right, cool. We're going to go see it on Tuesday, because I'm usually off on Tuesdays. But then my sister needed help moving a couch from my father's house, because, her man at the time, she wasn't able to come in and get it. And my dad has certain moving times as he lives in an old folks home. And I was like, well, I can't sit there and move all this stuff and then still try to go catch the movie. So I said, I'll just move it. I'll catch it on Friday before I go to work. Come Friday, I got the tickets. I go down to the theater. Every street near the theater is blocked off. Now, since if y'all don't live in Philly, but y'all watch Hustle, and they was training on them long hills, that's what they got in a place called Manayunk in Roxborough. And once one of them streets is blocked off, you can't get nowhere. And there was only one way to get to the movie theater down on Main Street. And they had it blocked off, so I couldn't get there. I had to go there later on that night when I was door dashing and talk to the manager so he can get me new tickets for Tuesday. Come Tuesday, they still had it blocked off. So I said, fuck this. I made a U-turn and I drove through the cones. Dead serious. There was an opening. I drove through the cones, but I drove through the cones with my hands up because there was a cop car right there. So then I wheeled the window down. It's like, yo. It's funny, my window was stuck, so like I was opening the door. I said, I must look real threatening. But I rolled the window and I said, look, I'm going to try to get to the movies. Everybody, the reason why this stuff is blocked up is we're all trying to get to the movies, and you got both sides of the street blocked off. He said, well, if you try to go to the movies, you just come through here and pull in the parking lot. You got to come back out this way when it's done. And I'm like, why did I put a sign up that says, if you got to go to the movies, come through this way? So I was already annoyed, and then, of course, my son was with me, and, he wanted his snacks. So I was in line for 20 minutes for snacks. I'm already late for the movie. I was just like, I missed the beginning of this movie. But we did. We just made it at the Black Adam trailer. But that was my journey to see Thor: Love and Thunder, and then also I was physically exhausted. This was the same night that we stayed up talking about all types of stuff. It's like 4 in the fucking morning. So yeah, so I was tired, but I have to say this is the newest in the MCU, and I like it. Chris Hemsworth is good as Thor. This one is that now Thor does not really know what his purpose is at the moment. So he's just been going around helping out different things, defeat different enemies. That's why we get the cameo, the Guardians of the Galaxy. This is all trailer, so this is a non-spoiler review. But then we also get that he links back up with Jane Foster, who is the mighty Thor in this movie. And Valkyrie is now head of New Asgard.
Yep, King Valkyrie,
yeah. So, but then there's a new villain on the horizon, and his name is played by Christian Bale, played Gord the God Butcher. So now
he means that literally, the God Butcher.
Yeah. So that's what this movie is, and it's like now. So we're gonna have an interaction. So we're also movie. So we're going to do our best to not spoil the movie here. So right off the back, Prime, how did you feel about this Thor movie? And then how did you feel about Thor coming back? He finally worked out, got the weight off from Endgame, and now him and Jane Foster finally back up at it.
I liked it. I mean, let's just say for one, I'm glad that Thor has the long hair again.
Yes.
I like short hair Thor, but long hair Thor is Thor.
It's Thor.
So I like that. I'm glad he got it back. But this movie is it's a lot of ups and downs, but it's a lot of funny moments. At some points I thought it was maybe too funny. There were a couple things that okay, it's not a spoiler. Well, I'm gonna get out of the way. Those animals.
Oh, them goats.
It was funny, and then it went kind of like, all right, this is getting too much.
It's annoying.
Like the fifth time, I was like, all right, come on now. But the first couple times I laughed, but then like the fifth time I was like, all right.
But but those is actual ghosts of like Norse mythology, though, believe it or not.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. And in the comics too. But.
Yeah, in the comics. And here's the thing: when I felt bad because all the comedy parts, we went to a quiet ass theater, and once again we went earlier in the matinee. Like we missed all the Marvel train for this one. I usually don't miss Marvel movies like that, but we missed the whole Marvel train. So it was just like my son was just laughing. He like the only one laughing. And I was just like, damn, I feel bad for laughing, but you know what I'm saying? But it was what it was. I was just like, I would have loved to see this part with everybody, there in the theater and stuff like that, and get to experience that kind of stuff. Because like I said, the movie was hella funny, and they had different cameras that I know we'll get to. But then one of the things I wanted to talk about was Natalie Portman is back as Jane Foster. And well, I'm not going to reveal what's happening with her, but she actually gets Mjolnir and becomes the mighty Thor. First of all, when I say that Jane worked out for this, like Natalie Portman worked out for this, she worked out for this. She toned up, got muscular arms, and then
which is the opposite of what happens. Well, never mind. Let's keep that.
Yeah, but and then they recorded her or shot her like on a platform, so she looks taller. Mm-hmm. Like when she's in Thor mode, like she's like 6'3". Like she's like usually the same size as Valkyrie, but now she like towers over Valkyrie. I thought that was like a nice touch also. And just seeing her be a badass with the Thor helmet on and everything, I thought that was dope.
Speaking of wasn't needed, the the unnecessary Thor helmets in the trailers was not needed.
You talk about when he was like when they were showing him growing up and running through the forest?
No, when they was showing him meeting Jane in all the trailers, he has the helmet.
Yeah. Because he's trying to impress her. Yeah,
he doesn't need the helmet.
He does. I mean, we all know Thor has helmets in the comics. But I'm saying, but I think with her having the helmet, he's trying to impress her.
No, do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm talking about when he first sees her in the battle, right?
The big gold unnecessary helmet. That's CG.
The one I call Wonder Woman 84 helmet.
That's CGI on it. Doesn't need to be. It's unnecessary CGI. It's just.
I do agree.
Does not look good.
We unfortunately had some unfortunate CGI mishaps in this movie.
Yes, because there was. Did you not hear the whole big CGI thing that happened?
No, but I did hear about how about 2 hours of this movie was cut, and it does feel. You feel that.
No, they tired of working for Marvel. They tired of They like, man, look, I'm tired of doing CGI for Marvel.
Oh wow.
Yes.
I did not hear that part. I did hear that Taika Waititi and Chris Hemsworth said there's like a 4-hour director's cut, and I'm just like,
oh yeah, with what's his name from? Oh my God, from Jurassic Park.
Oh, you talking Chris Pratt?
No, the other guy. From Jurassic Park. Oh my God, Jeff Goldblum. Sorry.
Oh yes.
And Peter Dinklage and
yeah. There was more like can I get a director's cut of that? I understand they had to cut it down because this movie is like flat 2 hours. And I mean, like, that's like with the credits.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that also means like, so this movie ends at like an hour and 50 minutes. And I'm just like, something's missing. And when I say that, I'll get to what I think is missing. But also, Tessa Thompson. That woman is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
King Valkyrie, who is now like new Asgard, is like almost like a theme park now, and she's getting sponsorships from Old Spice and stuff like that. But she doesn't like being king, you know. But one thing about as good as Tessa Thompson is, and as beautiful she is, she had nothing to do in this movie.
Mm-mm.
She had more stuff to do in Ragnarok. But it's just like, by principle, I'm coming and walking around and doing, helping you fight this, that, and third. But she has nothing to do.
But technically, it's not even her battle.
Exactly. And I was just like, this is Valkyrie here. And also, I felt as though that in real life, Tessa Thompson is a bisexual woman. And I do know that she has brought awareness for LGBT, you know, stuff, you know, like in these movies, because I thought they was actually going to give Valkyrie like a love interest in this movie or something like that, and they teased it, but we never like got to that. And I was just like, huh, okay. So but you know, I still thought, even with what she was given, I thought that her and the chemistry between her and Jane Foster was good.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's like, you know, like a sisterhood and stuff like that. So I thought like their sisterhood around there, you know, also, you know, bonded with stuff like that. Also, Taika Waititi is what's his name?
Korg,
yeah. Oh, he's hilarious. Yeah. So they you know, he still does his same old stuff, but now, well, I want to try to get the main characters out the way, because the one I wanted to get to, who I felt as though was good, but they did not do enough with him, was Christian Bale.
mm-hmm.
As Gore the God Killer. I felt as though that in the beginning, like, we get introduced, I'm not going to tell you what happens, but we get introduced to the backstory of Gore the God Butcher in the first 10 minutes of the movie. And I felt as though that, you know, that, you know, what they're portraying in the movie, I was like, with the way the climate is in the world today, I'm like, that's a deep topic to talk about. And I felt as though in movie form, in Marvel form, that they was going to explore that a little bit more. But they kind of didn't. And it kind of felt as though that Marvel has this villain problem where they can have a good backstory, they can have a good bringing to it, and all of a sudden it's just like, we can really capitalize on the pain here, and it's just like, one and done, I'm out. Because after he becomes like full Gore the God Butcher, he becomes extremely creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he, like, you know, it's not a spoiler, but there is a part where there's this, like, I know what it is, but I don't want to spoil it. It's like a cage or a dungeon, right? And it's dark, and he just appears, and you just see the eyes first, and then like the crazy mouth and showing. I'm like, this motherfucker's crazy. Like, I didn't know it was Christian Bale at first. Like, he is good at face acting.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that is, like, he is actually creepy. Like, when in the beginning, I'm like, okay, that's Christian Bale. You could touch Christian Bale this ball, but when he gets, it's like full Gore Butcher God mode, I was just like, yeah. And like I said, other than that, I felt as though that it, for what he's in there for, because obviously y'all know that they didn't show enough of that. How did you feel about it?
Yeah, I feel like he could have done more, but I feel like they also toned it back a little bit too. Could have been probably too scary or so.
Yes, but I'm just like, I want that though. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's kind of like, like I know you're trying to make it more for the kids and stuff like that, but come on. I felt as though that it was, I don't know. I just felt I know it's probably a bit too scary, but I was like, I wanted to see more of what he can do, especially when you open up this vast world of, of different gods and stuff like that. I want to know what he's like, what the threat is. Also, small role that was in here. Russell Crowe plays the role of Zeus. Yes, we are talking about that Zeus. Because when you talk about Norse mythology, it does in Marvel, it does often cross over with the Greek mythology, and so we know we get we get Zeus, and I was just like, oh, Seven, he was hilarious in this one actually. Would you agree or not agree with that one?
No, I feel like people didn't take him seriously though, obviously, but yeah.
Well, I mean, they probably wasn't going to take him seriously until probably about the end. So I felt as though, I get it, but it was still like like the way the end happened, I thought was cool. So we got decent action scenes. Like I said, it was hilarious. It was funny. Was there anything about the movie that you didn't like?
Low key, I wish it would have had a low key cameo or something.
When you say low key cameo, what you mean like?
Like low key, something about Loki. I don't know whether.
Oh, low key.
Yes.
Oh, you said low key, like low key. I want another character. I'm like, like what kind of Loki? Are you talking about Loki? Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
could have been in a room or something. I don't know.
In a way, he kind of did have like a little cameo. If you saw Thor's tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying
which is that just ruins a perfectly that ruined like yeah.
Oh well, I like the tattoos.
Yeah, but the placement is just not good.
I thought that's what I guess supposed to make it funny. But I was like, I like the tattoos.
Yeah, it's just a perfect back ruin.
Yeah. I feel as though that as I enjoyed Love and Thunder. However, there was some things about it like I don't know where Phase 4 is going. And
I think Phase 5 is the.
What you say?
I think Phase 4 just the lead on the Phase 5.
But I mean, even still, it has no identity though. And when you have 12 projects in one phase, it's kind of getting oversaturated because it's the same thing people feeling when they go see Doctor Strange. It's like, okay, this is kind of cool, but the MCU, you want us to everything to connect and pay attention. I'm just like, right now with the way things were saying in Thor, I'm just like, oh shit, we might have to go back and retcon a couple of things because some things they were saying in Thor, I'm just like, well, that ain't what the Eternals said. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like Phase 4 is like another slight introduction phase for a lot of people.
It could be, but like I said, there's just a lot of properties.
Like we getting a lot of introduction, like Yelena and Girl from Hawkeye and Miss Marvel and Eternals and getting all these new people. So it's kind of like an introduction phase.
Oh, okay.
At least that's what I feel like.
Well, whatever it be, I feel as though that it needs to find identity. I think is this the last MCU movie of the year?
No.
Oh, sorry. We got Wakanda.
Yeah. And then Ant-Man.
Ant-Man not till next year.
Yeah, but I'm saying we have Wakanda, then Ant-Man. That's the next two movies I know about.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I'm like, yeah, we gotta we gotta go see Chadwick. You know what I'm saying? Or not Chadwick. We gotta go to Chadwick's funeral. That's basically what this is.
Like I said, when you're going to go see Chadwick, you're not talking about the same movie.
But no, I'm telling you, Wakanda Forever is just like one big long. It's like this is like for Marvel fans, it's like Chadwick's funeral. Like we're going to Child's funeral here, and that's all this is. Because there's no, if you got a heart, because they're going to purposely try to make you cry in that movie. I know they are. I know they are.
If they do a scene like they did in Fast 7, Furious 7, then yeah.
Which one?
The Paul Walker one.
Oh, you talking when he drives off?
Yeah, and they got the.
Yeah, I'm just saying because that is okay. That was a little emotional because at that time I thought that was the end. I really thought that was the end.
Well, I already knew that wasn't the end.
Yeah, I was just saying. But then we got the next two shits, and then now we got this Fast 10 to finish the whole thing out. So
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
oh, here he go. Here he go. So how do you rank Thor: Love and Thunder? Because we can't get into spoilers and stuff like that. There are two post-credit scenes. There's a mid-credit. I really enjoyed the mid-credit scene, and there's a good post-credit scene, which I was like, okay, this is lovely. This is nice. So, how would you rank the movie?
I would say, I don't want to say give it a chance, but I'm gonna say higher than that, but lower than them. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say give it a chance by a lot of people standards, but I really enjoyed it. So I would say it's like I like it, but would I tell somebody else to go watch it? Probably on their own time. Like I wouldn't be like you got to run to the theater to see it.
Okay, well, I personally like Thor. I don't think I'll be honest with y'all. I think this is the second best Thor movie they made.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's better than Ragnarok.
No, not at all.
Ragnarok still to me is a better movie, and we already know that they give it Taika Waititi a trilogy, so there will be Thor 5.
Yep.
And I would like to see this movie they did feel like kind of like a bridge a little bit.
I told you in the beginning. I said this is like a lead into Thor 5. Literally, that's what it feels like. It don't even feel like Thor 4.
Yeah. So yeah, Thor 5. I think will be dope. You know what I'm saying? So
and then that's where he dies, obviously, because there's no way you're gonna have 5 movies and then just don't die.
Yeah. and kill everybody else off, and then we can go into another Thor. Man, what who knows, right? But post any comments down below. How you guys feel about it? We do have a Nerdgasm Talk podcast come this weekend. We can talk more about spoilers then. So post any comments down below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed my reaction. Our review. Excuse me. And once again, this is NCF Pastry Chill, Troy Mercedes, and not Deion Sanders for Prime Time. All right, and we'll see you at the movies.